demean my status here, but I was third choice.
But you're our favorite.
Well, the real geologists either were sick or busy, so I am actually an ecologist, which means that I study the relationship of animals and plants to their environment, the environment being the geology, so I do have a background in geology as well. But I may veer into animals and plants periodically, and I apologize for that, and somebody can drag me back in geology anytime they want to.
We were thrilled to know you were going to be here. He puts himself down a bit. He's quite in demand.
Thank you. So, we're going to start out talking, geology is this huge subject, so if we came here talking about birds, we can talk about birds, but in geology we can talk about landforms, we can talk about the deep history of this area going back hundreds of millions of years, or we can talk about the actual minerals in the rocks, and all of that is geology, and we'll touch on a little bit on all of those things. But we're going to start out a little bit here talking about earthquake faults, because everybody's interested in that. And we're lucky or unlucky that we have a lot of earthquake faults in this area. And we've got some really good examples. There's one up at the top of the cove here that we probably aren't going to walk all the way through, but it cuts across the mountains this way. But when we get up, we're going to walk on the other side and look back across the valley, and we're going to see the San Andreas fault over there. And one of the things that's interesting about the fault, I used to work over on that side of the valley quite a bit, and people would come out and they wanted to see the San Andreas earthquake fault. Everybody wants to see it. And when I show it to them, they get very disappointed because I think they have this idea that there's going to be this chasm, that they're going to be able to look over and toss a rock and it's going to fall for several minutes and then it's going to plop in the magma in the area. And that, of course, happens in movies, but it doesn't happen in real life. And especially doesn't happen in our area because the faulting that we have shifts, and as that shift happens, the sand and the gravel fills that space in really quickly. And within days or weeks or even hours, you can't even see that there's a gap there after even a major earthquake. But you can see the shifting of one side over here to this side, and you can see that pretty clearly. And